now, what?
Okay, another checklist, the run-up checklist.
That's right.
Okay, so that's the run-up, brakes applied, fuel valves on both, trim for takeoff. I guess that's the flash there. Flight controls verified moving freely, so I'm gonna turn right. You can see that guy moving up, down, turn left, and then I'm gonna look at the ailerons, the rudder, sorry, and then I'm gonna pull back. Okay. Oh no, the trim he's talking about is this guy right here. Make sure that we are on the center on that white line right there.
Right.
Okay, so the trim is right there. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna do the if the no red X on, there's nothing red on the MFD standby instruments, verify indicating correctly. So that's these analog gauges, they look like they are. And autopilot check, we're not going to use that. Mixture full rich for full power, and then not going to do that yet, right? I guess we do. And then we're going to throttle at 1,800, and then we're going to do the magneto check. So I'm going to slowly bring this guy up. Here we go. I'm going to do them right magneto, 2 clicks to the left.
Oh, well,
oops.
Yeah, that's too many. All right, just 2.
Okay, and it did drop to 1730. Back to boat, went back to 1800, and then 1 click to the left, and it did drop to 1770 and back to boat. I'm going to bring back the RPMs.
And before you do that though, there's more you're going to do.
Oh, okay. And then check engine instruments, make sure everything is on the green.
Right.
And they are all in the green.
And also make sure there are no annunciators.
Okay.
Okay, and then you can bring the throttle
back.
Yeah. And what you want to do is you want to bring it all the way back. And
check to make the idle.
Make sure,
it doesn't die.
Yeah, that's right. Now, verify it doesn't die. Then you can bring it back up to about 900, which is where it likes to reside.
Okay.
All right.
And we're ready. Throttle smoothly, return to 1000, verify passenger briefing. Justin, are you okay there? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
And verify doors.
Okay.
We're all shut. And strobes on. We're going to put the strobes on. Landing lights on, we don't need it. Verify.
Actually, we will put the landing light on. Even though it's we're not landing, there's an initiative out there where we're going to turn it on just for enhanced visibility.
Okay.
Right. And let's see, what else? Anything?
Let's see, landing lights, taxi lights off. We don't need the taxi lights. Verify flaps is up, and we are. Make sure it's full rich. Then we're going to contact the tower at this point.
Okay.
Tower is a 118.6, so I'm just going to toggle this guy here. But that's the one in here, so I'm going to make this guy active.
513 Tango Mike, boss the tower full of pull short runway.
And so at this point, we're ready to...
Pull short 313.
Right, now, before we do, let's take a look at this. So on takeoff, you just kind of verify, just kind of read through this, kind of get, you're going to rotate at 55. Just remind yourself of what you're going to be doing here.
Okay.
Initial climb 74 knots, which equates to 10 degrees.
Okay.
Okay. And then,
Charlie Stable Square, the base turn to final for.
then once we get into a climb, once we get up to a safe altitude, we'll lower the nose, and then we'll go into what's called a cruise climb, which will mean we'll kind of lower so we'll be able to see. But the first 1,000 feet or so, we're going to be holding at 10 degrees. But then after a cruise climb, we'll lower the nose.
So at 1,000 feet, I'm going to start lowering it to get more speed.
That's right, and get better engine cooling and better visibility out the front of the airplane.
Okay, so the ceiling for us, as we take off, is 1,500, so we can't exceed 1,500.
Well, actually, we can. The shelf above us is actually 2,500.
Oh, okay.
Right. We can go up to 1,500, or we can go as high as 2,500. I always like to leave a 500-foot buffer.
So 2,000. We're shooting for 2,000 at that point?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to set the VOR, which we usually love to do.
Okay, we love to do that.
So the VOR is 113.9. So
that's correct. So I need to change that, don't you?
Okay, so I'm
gonna keep it rolling.
let's see, this guy, right, 113.
And you can go backward with it too.
Delta 3 Tango Mike.
13.9.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make that guy active. Let's see.
Clear for takeoff, 451.
How do you do that? Same way as you do it here.
65, fall to Cessna.
All right, flip it.
Ahead.
It's a mirror image. So the active is away from the blue box.
Okay.
But then how do you make that green? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's the CDI right here.
That's correct.
And then we're navigating on the VOR right here. I'm going to center that, although I didn't need to do that right now.
Yep.
And so that's now active. So we have our VOR. So now I'm going to wait, listen.
Okay.
Look like there's nobody talking. I'm going to talk to the tower at this point. Palo Alto Tower, Cessna 168-904, request for runway 31, Dumbarton left departure.
So 168-904, Palo Alto Tower. Pull up, hold short, runway 31.
Pull up and hold short, 8904.
Runway
31.
Always repeat the runway.
The right turn in the pattern.
Okay, so I'm going to pull up and hold short here.
Yep. And making sure, use your right rudder.
Tango Mike, keep that Cessna off your right hand side.
Okay, adding power.
Tango Mike, inside.
Okay. And making sure that not even the wing crosses that line. So we're not going to, don't just pull right up to it. Just right about here is where you want to stay. So the wingtip doesn't even cross over the extended line.
The extended line is at the grasp?
Well,
this one right here. Okay.
No part of the airplane should cross that hold short line, whether the actual line itself or the extension of it.
Okay, I do see a plane coming up, coming down here. So he's very close.
And I see some birds there too.
Have you ever had a bird strike?
I have.
In the right cross.
It was at night.
1 Kilo Charlie's got the traffic. 1 Kilo Charlie.
It wasn't the front of the airplane, actually. It was the
Victor 2
side.
Golf, I'll call your base.
Call my base, 2 Golf.
Takeoff, Bravo, you're going to fall on the Skycatcher left downwind and beam the tower. Negative contact.
Yeah, in both cases, they were at night. In both cases, I never saw the bird. And in both cases, the plane flew fine afterwards.
Oh, it's Echo Kilo, Bravo.
Yeah.
Is there 3 Tango Mike, free
Now get ready, because as soon as he lands, unless you see another airplane, then he'll probably tell us to get on the runway.
You can say, line up and wait?
He may say that, or he may say clear for takeoff. Judging by how long he's waiting, he'll probably say clear for takeoff.
Okay, so it looked like he's gonna wait until he's off.
I guess, yes.
2 Golf, base turn approved, number 1, runway 3 on clear to land.
Base 312 Golf.
Takeoff, Bravo, number 2, runway 3 on clear
Get ready. So he just told that guy he's clear to land, but he's not even on base yet.
Work a Kilo taxi back via Zulu, time is frequency advice termination.
Get set.
Terminating, 4 Echo Kilo.
Go.
8904, runway 3 on clear for takeoff, traffic, Skycatcher left base.
Clear for takeoff, 8904.
Okay, as soon as they say that, get going.
Ground, 4 Echo Kilo.
You can talk while you're rolling.
The 565, number 3, falls
reduce
Cessna
power a
right
little bit.
downwind, passing the landfill, runway 3 on clear for the option. Clear for the Austin, have a traffic, side.
Just going to center this, and then I'm going to go full power.
Okay, and use a low right rudder then as you get started. They'll keep you on the center of the runway. Just keep the feet active.
1 Kilo Charlie.
Okay.
Kilo on the floor.
Okay. Good. Okay, just small inputs all the way into the power. The right rudder. Just enough to keep it in the center. Okay. Just pressure, not movement, just pressure.
Okay, we're looking for 55. We are. I'm going to pull a little bit.
Okay. Pull a little bit more. Okay, good. Now, the wing dipped a little bit, so just means that maybe you were turning a little bit. All right, just now pitch down, look at your 10 degrees. Look out the plane though, and just get a sense as to where it feels it should be. Look out the side windows, see where the ground is, and loosen up on the grip. Okay.
I'm going to trim.
Okay, you can trim. Yeah.
It's
right over to the left. There you go.
There we go.
It's right next to your knee. Always remember that. It's right next to your knee. Beautiful. All right, and just a little bit more right rudder. And just steer while you're doing it. Looking at the outside of the airplane. All right, don't fall in love with those instruments. You can look at them, but don't stare at them. Because better information is outside. Check.
That was a different decision when coming up.
Right now, we can turn slightly to the left since we've avoided this residential area. That's why we come off to the right here.
Okay.
So we don't overfly that.
Golf, nice landing. Contact ground. See you.
2 Hotel Golf, thank you very much. We'd like closed traffic, please. We'd like to try it again.
2 Hotel Golf, roger, taxi back via Zulu. Each time this frequency advised termination.
Will do, 2 Hotel Golf, thank you.
Okay, and we'll look off to your left. Just look off to your left, Armando, and now we'll just turn in that direction.
Okay.
I always just want to look to make sure you don't turn into somebody. Yeah, a little less. It doesn't need a lot of rudder. It doesn't. Very little rudder, because the left turning tendencies alone are going to be almost enough to. If anything, right now you see you need right rudder in the turn, don't you?
Okay. Okay, I'm going to center the VOR.
Okay. Right.
Okay, I'm going to focus on the window and not so much on hitting this.
All right. Now
Okay.
at this point, you can lower the nose a little bit, so you can start to see something ahead. We're still climbing, but now we're in a cruise climb, and so
Okay.
you don't
About right there.
Yeah, right about there. You can, there, and trim it.